Back in the 1970s, scientists discovered mysterious gravitational anomaly named Great Attractor Good. Nickname for athlete is a place in the sky that attracts hundreds of galaxies, including our Milky Way. You cannot see it because it is on the other side of the Milky Way, at a distance of 150 million light-years at the case. The Great Attractor is located in direction that scientists usually they call it the zone of avoidance, and I call it that. Your closet in this area, so much dust and gas that we can't see what's there. Happens they block most visible light passing from outside, but dust and the gas does not block X-ray and infrared radiation. Therefore, according to development of X-ray astronomy, researchers were finally able to start observation of objects in this area. Includes a mysterious power that attracts everything around, but they still did not understand what is happening there. Our moon may be 200 million years younger than previously believed by many scientists. It is believed that the moon was formed during powerful collision of our planet with an unknown body the size of Mars. Molten dust and debris gathered together formed a new object, which we know how the moon lunar crust probably froze for several 100 million years. Do you know what's on the moon? There is an early magma ocean. Scientists learned about it after they discovered a large amount of light mineral under named plagioclase class. This material usually crystallizes and floats on surface. Mark of the age of this mineral was 4,360,000,000 years then. Yes, it was formed after 200 million years after the appearance of the first solid materials in the solar system. The theory that the moon formed during the giant chaotic collision may be true. If you ever land on the moon and leave your trace, it may remain there for million years. You will also see traces other astronauts, although for decades no one has landed on no moon surface. There is no full-fledged atmosphere there, no wind, anything else that could throw up dust and erase traces. We see it as a small dot somewhere far away. But in reality the sun is so big, what if it was an empty ball? Then it could fill more than millions of planets. Earth and the sun account for 99.86% of our total mass. Solar system is another huge object in the solar system. Jupiter, 11 times wider than our planet. For comparison, the Earth doesn't even reach the size. The big red spot is awesome. A storm has been raging on Jupiter for centuries, and it does not rest on anything solid. Jupiter gas giant red spot looks like a huge oval hurricane, reddish in color and wide enough to swallow our planet sometime. This whirlwind was 3 times the last couple of centuries. He not only decreased but increased. Jupiter itself is a kind of vacuum cleaner which provides security. The solar system, it possesses incredibly strong gravity that absorbs comets and asteroids capable of inflicting harm to our planet. In some other planetary systems, gas giants like Jupiter migrate from place its education in a spiral. The way they approach the parent stars as they move, they absorb small rocky planets, or their strong gravity throws these planets from star systems. Fortunately for us, the gravitational force of Jupiter is working. Otherwise, if planets like Jupiter hold away from their stars, they support balance in planetary systems, protecting minor planets inside their orbit. Jupiter, for example, it can change the orbits of small cosmic bodies that fit too close to the inner planets of the solar systems. That's why we all predict, thanks to this gas giant, there is a supermassive black hole that travels through space, speed 4,800,000 kilometers per hour, and reserves garbage trail. My brother used to do this. It's about 1,000,000 times heavier sun and is currently on 2 billion light years from Earth. Is a black hole originated as any other in its own elliptical galaxy with many surrounding it stars. Supermassive black holes often form and remain at the centers of galaxies. But this hole escaped one of the theories, claims to be different from others, so that the galaxies that she formed at some point collide with another galaxy sometimes. In such cases, the galaxies merge into one new, but not this time. Instead of merging, black hole galaxy millions of years ago traveled through a much larger galaxy. This giant galaxy has already swallowed several other galaxies along the way, and since it was a huge galaxy surrounding our supermassive black, the hole was torn apart. The black hole from its center managed to escape. Along with some of the nearby stars, it left a burning trail stretching out through the surrounding space. Solar storms so powerful they can cause power outage around the world. Random flashes coming from the sun cause solar storms, and they can actually happen at any time. In 2012 we are lucky because the strongest solar storm in the last 150 years has passed very close to us. She crossed the orbit of the Earth. If it happened just a week ago, our planet would have to contend with a host of dire consequences, including gamma ray bursts are strong enough to destroying planets as extremely strong bursts, which are mostly occur in galaxies located very far. If you direct these rays at any space object, they can destroy it completely. The Earth is safe for us. There is nothing afraid. Gamma ray burst occurs in our galaxy about once every 5 million years. Fortunately, it arises too far and does not affect life on Earth anyway. I became somehow anxious. Ice exists here on Earth. It's hard. Imagine but one strange planet under the name of Gliese. 436b is a ball of burning ice. She is covered with ice, but at the same time, its temperature is 440 degrees Celsius. In fact, you will not see how the planet is on fire because it is too lots of water. Strong gravity attracts water molecules to the planet's core and brings them together incredibly tight. Thus the water molecule cannot evaporate, therefore ice on the surface. Planets don't melt. There are stars that feed other stars, mainly small stars with low masses, aim at the nearest luminaries and begin to consume their hydrogen fuel to increase its own mass. And how? Real live longer vampire star takes on a bright blue color, gets hotter, and looks much younger than his real age. If a star falls into a black hole, it stretched like spaghetti. This process, even called spaghettification, gravitational force of a black hole, stretches a star or any object in one direction, but at the same time squeezes it in. Other telescopes documented such a process only 215 million light years from one unfortunate star approached us, too close to supermassive black hole in the center of the galaxy. The star has mass which was about the same as our sun, had no chance withstand extremely strong gravity by the total attraction of the black hole. After all, the black hole we are talking about was more than 1,000,000 times more massive than ours. Stars astronomers are lucky that they could record this event. After all, how a black hole eats a star often spits out her stuff in the form dust, so it's hard to see what's there going on.